Let's move on to the collection find that we keep being asked about. Isn't it interesting that we've gotten this collection almost a year ago, and it's just taken that long to go through it? We haven't brought it to the mic a whole lot because there's been a little bit of a hiatus that has ended officially with the podcast now that Crashdown is available for ordering right now. Hit up your LCS and order Crashdown. Get yourself a few covers and support our first published work in the comic book industry. But Jeff, don't you get hit with questions and comments about this collection find we had, the 350,000 plus books, all the damn time?
I do, and it's a slow process. I mean, obviously it's a lot of books, but because we're trying to document it as much as possible, it makes the entire process probably 10 times slower on already a slow process. So, but I did go and pull out some of the main Silver Age key books and some Bronze Age just to kind of look at some eye candy. And we're going to have Ryan take a look at some of this, right? And flip through it, because Ryan's our designated flipper.
They love pushing all this stuff on me to make me stressed out.
Comic toucher. You're a designated comic toucher?
Yeah. Well, he hasn't experienced seeing these. And actually, outside of just Jeff and myself, I don't think anybody really knows all the things that we've gotten. So I told you, Jeff, to just come and bring a lot of number ones and first appearances, and we'll pick and choose what we're going to bring to the mic over time. And this is a good practice for Fire Guy Ryan, because you've probably never seen all these books, let alone in person, let alone all at one single time. So we're going to surprise you, and I would like you to read like what the books are. And if you know anything about their significance.
Like a quiz. You're going to quiz me also
well,
on this.
Yeah, I want to hear your first, response to what you're holding. Talk about the condition. Talk about what the book is. And then, obviously, Jeff and I are here to help out. And I thought it'd be fitting for you to go through certain books first, and we'll make it easy on you. Here's a stack of some Green Lanterns.
Well, spoilers.
What do you think?
Ooh.
All right, so what are you holding? What are you looking at?
Oh, damn. Is this not Green Lantern #1?
It is Green Lantern #1.
Holy smokes.
So who do we have on this cover?
This is Hal Jordan and the Menace of the Giant Puppet.
So this is officially when like the yellow color started to become a problem in Green Lantern, correct?
I don't know.
Isn't Hal Jordan the first one?
Oh, to have issues with the yellow?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, Mr. Green Lantern guy.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Everything. So my era of Green Lantern is Jeff Johns and on. That's the stuff I've read the most of. And Jeff Johns came on board and was like, you know, that whole yellow thing, that's dumb. We're gonna retcon that and explain why that's dumb, and that's no longer an issue in Green Lantern. It hasn't been for about 20 years.
All right, well, we got Green Lantern #1, a classic book, and Silver Age 10 Center. And what are you holding right now?
Can I get this one? This is Green Lantern #7. I believe this is the first appearance of Sinestro.
That's right,
my favorite character
brother.
in all of comic books.
This is the reason why I know he knows this one, because we went hunting and we saw a bunch of covers, right? And we saw first Sinestro, and we also saw second and third, and we were getting confused, like which one was the first one? And the reason why you can always remember this cover, because I'm always about like trying to spot something. Like if you're trying to remember someone's name, what's a characteristic of the person that triggers that memory? Well, for this cover, you have Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, using his power ring to like see through somebody. It happens to be a female's clothing. And further in, you're seeing her organs on this cover, but it's a strange cover regardless.
So is it sinister almost? So Sinestro?
Ooh.
What?
Yeah, I'm jealous. That's all. This is probably I'm trying to get every single issue of Green Lantern that's ever been printed and published, and all of its different, spin-offs and series and everything. And this one is probably never going to come to me because, God.
Not with that attitude. Jesus.
It's also, it's going to cost a lot of money.
As he's holding one because it just happened to be found in a collection. Ryan, you have to believe in yourself. What's the next one?
That's fine. I got bills. I can live without it. Ooh. Okay, the colors on this one are really nice. This is very clean. This is Green Lantern #40. I believe this is the first time Alan Scott and Hal Jordan meet up. Am I wrong? Or fight?
I don't think you're wrong, but first time, we'll have to double check that. That's
What is it, Green Lantern?
40.
Well, this is a great time to plug Key Collector Comics, the best comic app in existence. If you're like us, there's a lot of comic books we talk about, and we always want to bring the most accuracy. So what I'm going to do is pull up the app I use more than Gmail, more I use than Google. I'm going to type in Green Lantern in the search function, go to the 1960s, which is exactly the era I'm looking for this one. And I'm just going to save some time and type in which number?
40.
40, and watch what gets pulled up. We have Green Lantern number
First
40.
appearance of Krona. Okay, we have talked about this on the Hot 10 recently. That's why.
And it's also the origins of the Guardians of the Universe and the Infinite Earth concept.
This is a pretty big deal then. And yeah, this is a very nice condition too.
Use code TOM101 on Key Collector. You support the show and get access to a free 2-week subscription available for both Androids and iPhones. This next one is one of my favorites, though.
Oh, damn. There's another one that I'm never going to get. Okay, I hate you guys. This one is super green.
Super green.
Green Lantern number 59, the first appearance of maybe my least favorite Green Lantern, Guy Gardner. That's not true. I might like Kyle Rayner a little less. I don't know. They're both kind of lame.
All right, this next one's a very important book, though. I'm curious to know if you know the significance.
This is Green Lantern number 76. I believe this is the first one with Green Arrow joining the team. And Neil Adams and all that.
Look at that.
Denny O'Neil. I've got the absolute version of this. I don't need this one. That's what I tell myself. I've got it in a very, very nice deluxe oversized hardcover, so I'm okay. I don't need any of these.
And for many, this was one of the books that kicked off the Bronze Age.
Yeah, it was this moment because Neil Adams, Denny O'Neil, they like hit the pages and brought a bit more significance to the narrative, more like human-based problems being discussed in comics from like drug use, race, as well as like environmental pollution, etc. And that tonal change started with this issue and marked the beginning to many as the start of the Bronze Age.
Legendary run-on comic.
All right, so now that we bored everyone with all this Green Lantern history and what Ryan likes, I'm going to start hitting you with some books. And I want to, like, these are books, Ryan, that you should know out the gate, no excuse.
Did I do good on these?
You did that. I think you did
except for the one we had to look up on Key Collector.
I think I'll give you the claps, Ryan.
Okay.
I'll give Ryan the claps.
Give me the clap, everyone.
Obviously, in the comment section, let Ryan know how he did with the Green Lantern because now
Because I'm sure now I won't do good.
these are. But here's the things. Here's the thing. No excuses on these books.
Okay.
You got homework to do if you don't know these books.
So you mean they're going to be? I should. Oh man, this is stressing me out in advance.
Jeff, let's make this go quick though, because if he doesn't get it, by the time you realize he doesn't get it, I want you to tell him what it is because he cannot sit here and guess.
Okay.
Showcase number.
Where's showcase number 4? This is the first Barry Allen?
There we go.
Okay.
This right here is, to many, the start of the
Silver Age.
Silver Age of comic books. Major book. All right.
Wow. Okay.
Keep it going, baby, because what is this?
This is Amazing Spider-Man number 1. It's a little sun-faded, however. This is not the first appearance of Spider-Man, but it's freaking awesome.
First appearance of the Chameleon. Come on.
Oh, I didn't know that. I don't care.
Don't forget about the Chameleon. He's related to
He
characters
was-
that are important in comic books.
Yeah, exactly.
We also have the FF. So this is the first Spidey FF crossover, but it's also the first in his own series' second appearance. Getting close. Actually, I'm going to make it really easy for you because these next ones are just givens because Spider-Man knew what they were doing. They introduced villains on the cover.
Oh.
So I'm giving you a little bit of a hint here.
Well, thank you.
So hit him with it.
Okay, I have Spider-Man number 4. This is clearly the first Sandman.
There you go. Well done.
All right, oh, that's easy. Okay, Spider-Man number 6, the first Lizard, with some unfortunate writing on the cover, it looks like.
What does it say?
K5?
K5, baby.
Is that?
I don't know what that means. He's like, what does that mean? What's the next one?
This is, it's hard to find the numbers. The Amazing Spider-Man number 13, with all the other stuff going on the cover, the issue number is a little,
what is it?
Lost. That's the first Mysterio, I would assume, based on the crazy cover. Oh, damn. Why hasn't this been on the list recently?
It should be.
Amazing Spider-Man number 15, the first appearance of Kraven the Hunter. We've been talking about the first appearance of the Rhino all the time because of the upcoming movie, but I haven't seen that book yet.
That's a good point.
All right, I have some more Spidey to dish with you. Take a look at
Those
that
were
one.
easy. What the hell?
I know. I'm going to crank it up a little bit in a second.
Okay.
Damn it.
Amazing Spider-Man 101, the first appearance of Morbius.
Okay.
Doing
Pretty cool.
a nice bitch slap.
Jared Leto.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say that.
Comic.
But he's definitely backhanding Spider-Man right here.
Do you think Jared Leto owns a 9.8 of this?
I don't know.
Do you think he owns the second print at a 9.8?
If he does, I'm sure
Do you think he likes the second print better? Things I think about.
I think he probably just buried it in the backyard and lit it on fire and did a spell or something.
What are these, Ryan?
Oh, geez.
These are tougher, but you should know these. You already referenced it a little bit.
This is actually, they homaged this on the upcoming cover to Amazing Spider-Man 26. This is Amazing Spider-Man 121.
Well, it kind of hurts to hear that, but okay.
Did. Oh, wow.
So what is this?
This is the death of Gwen Stacy.
Yes, Ryan,
Okay.
you're on fire, man.
I know stuff, guys.
Fuego, bro.
All right, what's this next one?
Jeez. The following issue. Does Norman Osborn die in this issue?
Oh, does he or doesn't he?
I read this once. I didn't like it that much. It's too old for me.
Well, I need you to
I just
make a
lost
decision.
Any credit I just got now.
Does he or does
this
he
is the
not?
death of the Green Goblin.
Thank you,
There you
Ryan.
go.
Dude, you're doing
Because they did
pretty
this in the
well.
first movie when he gets impaled on his own glider. This is
Exactly.
Here we go.
classic comic stuff.
What is this one?
Oh, damn. Okay. FF 52. Fantastic Four 52. First Black Panther.
There we go.
Okay.
That's another easy one. Here,
That whole era, they threw a lot at you right around issue 50, and I get kind of mixed up.
Okay, this is going to be a funny one. I'm excited about this one.
Okay.
What is this comic? And I want to hear exactly the key significance. Don't be hemming and hawing. I want to know, what is it? Cameo, first app, second app. Get this.
Do you want me to tell you before you flip it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Ready?
Do that. Oh, jeez. It's the first cover appearance of Wolverine. Second appearance, and maybe the first appearance of the Wendigo.
Yeah, dude. That was it. I love it.
Okay.
That was good, Ryan.
Second appearance, you guys.
He didn't even skip a beat. You can
No.
think this. He sounds like he's on a comic book podcast. Okay.
Listen, this is the first appearance, and I'll tell you why. Really quick. And I'll tell you
Not having this
specifically why.
debate.
Real quick, because I never hear anyone say this. If you look into 180, his claws don't have the 3 rings, so he was still in development. He didn't even finish the character fully. So I'm going to then call this the first appearance because his claws are completely done. They didn't have the 3 rings. I'm going to say that is why 180 is just the cameo.
Wow. You heard it
He
here.
shows up on the last page, says, "I'm Wolverine."
It's like, that's all it is. for
That's
me
all
too.
I need to hear.
Oh, my
It's a better
gosh.
cover
Okay.
on this one, but that's it.
Okay, this is a little bit tougher. What is this?
This, I'm sure, is the first. I don't know. Let's look at it. Oh, geez. Okay. Giant-sized X-Men #1. I don't think I've ever held one of these before, especially not one that looks like this. Holy moly.
Okay, there's a handful of new first
There
appearances
is.
on this. So what is it?
Most of these guys on the cover. This is the first Storm, Colossus, Nightcrawler, Thunderbird, right, is his name. There's the Sunfire is in here. Is the first Banshee in here, or does he show up? And I think he's a villain earlier, because this is the first time he's on the team, I think. And everybody else.
And also the second full appearance of Wolverine.
He joins the team and all that, yeah.
Well done. Okay, so here's a couple fun ones.
Is this
here.
the first Krakoa as well?
Ooh, it is.
Jonathan Hickman status?
Yes, first Krakoa is in this issue, isn't it? Almost positive. We'll check that. We'll check that.
If only
one.
there was some sort of website
Grill
we
us.
could use.
Yeah, grill us in the chat. So I just handed him 2 books.
2 books that are worth more money than I have probably ever made in my
For
life.
those of you who are just popping in right now, we are going through some of the best first appearances.
It's
from the
pre-recorded.
recent
Who's going to pop in
collection.
and jump into like 30 minutes into the
Maybe
video?
someone who's watching a clip and they skipped the beginning
Someone who
because
just
they didn't like
skips.
Green Lantern, damn
Yeah,
it.
yeah, that's true. I'll give you that. Fantastic Four 48. What is this? The first Galactus and Silver Surfer?
I'll give you a 1.5.
You can give me an X. I could miss one. I haven't missed
Well,
one yet, I don't think.
No, I would say it is almost there because Galactus is considered a cameo in this.
Okay.
And what's the next one?
This is first Silver Surfer. Almost dropped that. This is the first Silver Surfer. Issue 49. And probably first full Galactus based on the pausing you guys are giving me.
Oh, interesting. Wait, so you're changing your answer from
I don't know.
48 to 50?
I read those all in one go. 48, 48,
break
49,
it
50.
down, Guru. We found an area of weakness in Ryan's reading.
And this is the stuff I've actually read, too. which
Listen,
is
if we're going to go with
disappointing.
Wolverine and 180 being a cameo or being
Okay.
a first appearance, and this is the first appearance of Galactus, do you remember what he looked like on the last page in this Christmas
No.
suit?
Not at all.
Yeah, he looks like
Oh,
Santa.
He looks like Santa.
Okay.
He has like a green Galactus.
Well, Santa is very scary if you think about it.
First full Galactus, Silver Surfer, on first cover appearance, Silver Surfer. Good job, dude. You're freaking crushing it, man. We got to
All right.
turn it up,
This is-
I
man.
think we're doing pretty good here. I'm
This
going to
is
make it a little
too
bit more
scary.
difficult. What about this one?
Too much value on this table.
This is
right
probably one of
now.
my favorite books in the
Oh,
whole
this
pile,
is
by the way.
first Hank Pym.
Nice.
There you go.
Tales to Astonish 27. These do not look like ants. Those guys have full arms. These are like mutated, freaky alien ants.
Okay, here we go. That's a pretty monster book that you're holding here. What about this one?
Oh, God. Okay, I've seen this before. Damn. Marvel Spotlight #5. First Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider.
How dope is that cover, man? It's one of the best covers of the Bronze Age for sure.
So nice. They made #1 almost identical.
I know, right? They're like, let's just do it again.
It looks quite nice, too.
First appearance of Ghosty. It's a really nice looking copy.
I mean, they
too.
had the
That's tough to
Cowboy
hype, right?
Ghost Riders. You can't say that's technically...
That's
I
true.
was trying to be specific with my Johnny Blaze.
Okay, I'm going to
Well
see if
done.
I can trip you up here.
Try.
What's this one?
Can't do it. I bet I'll get this. Oh, this is Count Nefaria. This is the first Chris Claremont, like, ongoing after Giant Size X-Men. I call this the John's Comics for Kids issue because this was his, like, profile picture on YouTube and Instagram for the longest time before he
Shout
got
out
his
John.
own logo. Love that guy.
What comic is it?
It's X-Men 94.
Boom. It's a random one that everyone needs to know, but yeah. Like
Even I know this. Yeah, this is the first issue after Giant Size X-Men.
The whole run was going downhill. They were reprinting earlier issues. They did a Giant Size issue, introduced a new team, handed over the writing to Chris Claremont by issue 94, and then boom, changed history. All right, I'm going to hit you with another one that you should know very well, damn it. It's a weird one, but you should know it.
I'm already seeing it on the reverse side, if you will. I was looking at the camera.
Yes, right.
Look at his play with words.
Hey, Flash number 139. This has to be the first Reverse Flash.
Eo Barthon, Professor Zoom Baby.
We talked about this on the list basically every single week.
Yo, I love this comic and 123. Those are like two of my favorite books of all time. They're so classic. I love them
Trying to
death.
grow my Flash knowledge, but it's a lot and it's complicated.
Yeah, you just gotta like go back in time and keep learning. Here you go. Look at this one. This was a cool one.
Ooh. First Daredevil, baby. Daredevil number 1.
Classic book. Did you see the 9/8?
Yeah.
I did.
Did you get to hold it?
Yes. Yeah. Rob's 9. Did I hold it? I don't know. I saw it. I think I just pointed a lot at it.
It's pretty cool, yo.
It's cool. I'm really stoked for him.
Fun-loving Foggy Nelson. I haven't actually looked at the cover this intensely
First Karen
before.
Page, first Foggy Nelson, and yeah, first Daredevil.
And you got Spidey crossover.
True.
Right there on the cover.
Boom. All right. Let me see here. Try this one out. What do you think about this one? What is it?
It's going to be like, it's that, but it's not that. It just looks a lot like that. This is Journey into Mystery 85. This is the first appearance of Loki.
Boom.
Yeah.
Thor's sworn enemy.
You're doing pretty
According to the
damn
cover.
good, Ryan. Here's another one.
This is literally my job.
This
It
one's
just
easy.
Doesn't make sense.
We just did a homage to this ourselves. Order Crashdown. Our 1 in 150 is an homage. Shout out Kevin McGuire, JLA artist, doing
Thank
an
you.
homage to this. First appearance of?
The Justice League of America on Brave and the Bold, number 28.
Yeah. Isn't that interesting to think about? Like the JLA was just a combination of characters because they weren't holding their own in their own title. And then they threw Starro on this cover and boom. Now we have a whole new superhero team forever.
I believe it's also the first cover appearance of Aquaman.
Is that right?
Ever.
Did not know that.
He was never on the Golden Age on the cover, and I think this is the first cover appearance of Aquaman.
So this next one, the last one in the pile, is really this is a nice looking copy, dude. I'm very excited to see what these all grade at. Well, maybe if the community wants us to, we'll clean these up, we'll get them graded, and when they do come back, we'll show you the results.
That'd be a cool sequel
But
episode.
I want to
this.
know if you know this comic book, Ryan.
Did you save the most challenging one for
What
last?
is this?
It's a weird one.
Oh, damn.
What book are you holding?
Fantastic Four, issue number 2. This is the first time. Yeah, it's the first Skrulls when they get changed into cows at the end.
Amazing comic fam. Ryan just freaking killed it. I'm proud of you, my brother. Now, let's actually discuss what it was like briefly finding these books at this collection upon entry, knowing that there's a lot of these that existed and that they were held there for years. There were stacks of runs on top of themselves without bags and boards on like 95% of these books, sitting there somehow untouched for decades. And we would see a Daredevil 300 and something, and Jeff would go, all right, that's at the top. So that would place DD1 somewhere over there. And I'd be like, all right, let's do it. And some of these shelves didn't even have backings to them. So Jeff's got his hand behind it so that I don't accidentally knock books in that may be a Daredevil 1. We're pulling them off very carefully to find a Daredevil 1. It was like that with all of these books.
Yeah, it really was. It was a hunt because as though the collection was pretty complete, but it wasn't fully complete. So you weren't sure what books were there, so you'd have to dig, right? So there wasn't a Daredevil 1. There was a Spidey 1, but there was no Hulk 1. There was no FF 1.
No Journey 83 either.
No Journey 83 or FF 5. I don't think there was a Avengers 1 either. So there was a lot of key books there, but you just didn't know until you started digging. And you had to dig carefully, like you said, because not only was it in these shelves, they were in there really snug. So you'd have to like carefully drag them out. It's almost like they were put in there and then the paper swole.
Yeah.
So that it would almost like get compacted in that from the pressure or from the growth of it in these little cubbies.
What was also funny is that we were searching through those rooms, obviously organized. Marvel was over here. DC was over here. They were sequential, you know? But then there were random stacks of comic books all throughout the house. And one of the stacks was labeled miscellaneous in the corner of one of the rooms. And we were going through Golden Age primarily the first time we were there. But I'm like, hey, while you're looking at that, I'm going to look at this random stack over here. And I found that ASM1 just sitting in there. I even took a picture of it. It was a very fun feeling to like passively be going through books that are all unorganized to go, holy hell, that's an ASM1.
Yeah. That's exactly what it was like. It was just like a random pile off to the side. So that's why, I mean, I haven't looked through this whole collection yet. So maybe there's hidden boxes with things in there. Maybe not. We'll know. And then as soon as we know, you guys will know.